This is King Noble Black Supremacy, and with this particular video, it's really a message to General Sara Suten Seti. And with this particular message, I want to talk about that if we have to throw out Brother Polight as being accused of a scam artist, or for his different dealings. And back in the day, I used to call Polight a scam artist. I think I was the first to expose Polight as a scam artist, but not for the reason that you all are exposing him, that many people today are coming out saying that he's a scam artist. I don't think calling Polight a scam artist fits the dilemma that is going on. To me, it doesn't fit. When I called him a scam artist, it was because what he was trying to offer black people as a whole, he was unable to offer the product. He was unable to liberate and free black people and truly elevate our condition in America as a whole. And he was discrediting other teachers and other leaders in the Black Power movement based on his ability to offer these things, which he has no ability to do so. And that's why I called him a scam, because he could not produce that product. So he's scamming you by offering you something that he does not have the ability to fulfill on. When I called him a scam artist, it really ultimately had nothing to do with money, how much money he was making or businesses. If you look at the UCC, that shit was a scam. That you're gonna free black people and they're secured. They're gonna take back their secured party and gain some type of legal immunity in America through UCC. That's a fucking scam. That's why I called him a scam artist. Today, why people are calling him a scam artist, to me, the better term would be questionable business tactics. I think his business practices should be challenged. I think it's a question of his business practices, because he is fulfilling or offering some people the product that they want. He's showing some people how to make money, and some people are fulfilled through what Polight is doing. And more people are fulfilled than unfulfilled, or the gig would be up. It will be so many people claiming that they got scammed, it will be no way he can continue to do what he's doing at all. So clearly he is fulfilling some people's demands. He's supplying some people's demand. But his business practices are subpar. It's like if you go up in Walmart and you get a product that doesn't do completely what you wanted it to do. You don't say that Walmart is a scam artist, that Walmart has scammed you. You just look at their business practices and their manner of doing business and say, you know what, this is just not up to par. But a lot of people are going to Walmart getting exactly what they want, so they're not, Walmart wouldn't be a scam artist. A scam artist is one who never fulfills and doesn't have any product, and no one is being satisfied by anything that they're doing. That would fit the definition of a scam artist. That a scam artist has no real product and has no way to truly benefit anyone. That no one can ever say that, hey, I benefited from the work or the services provided by this individual. That would be a scam artist. Questionable business practices, or just not your business practices not being efficient, or just being sloppy, or mismanagement. I think that fits better. But I say all that to say that me calling Polight a scam artist had nothing to do with his business practices, with his questionable business practices. It just had to do with what he was trying to offer to the black community as a whole. But if we got to throw out Polight, because many are jumping on the bandwagon of saying he is a scam artist, because a few people that are dissatisfied with his services, they would have to throw out Marcus Garvey, and they would have to throw out Dr. Ben. Let me tell you why. Dr. Ben was the real Umar Johnson of his time. What you tried to accuse Umar Johnson of, that a lot of you all was embarrassed that he actually has a doctorate, and it's not too late for him to build a school. So you can't call him a scam artist because he did not build a school yet. But he has a doctorate. He is certified, or a certified psychologist. But Dr. Ben, on the other end, he could not prove any of his credentials. He claimed to be from the University of Cambridge, and he also claimed to have had some schooling in a university in Puerto Rico. But he's not been able to prove his credentials. And he's taken many people to Egypt and presented himself as a scholar in such a way to get people to put money into his trips and tours, thinking that he had certain credentials that he was unable to prove, that he was able to supply a product that he did not have the credentials to back up, which would make him a scam artist. He also said that he was from Ethiopia. He was born in Ethiopia somewhere, and he was some type of Ethiopian priest. Or we know this man, his family states that he's from the Caribbean islands. He was not born in no Ethiopia. He's from the Caribbean islands. But he tried to add to his credibility and his authenticity by saying he was from Ethiopia, that we know is near Egypt. And just like many accused Dr. York of saying he was from the Sudan, but Dr. Ben said he was from Ethiopia, which would make him a scam artist, trying to upgrade or present his ability or services at a higher level than he would be able to render. Now let's go on. Let's look at Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was deported for fraud from this country, from the United States. So the United States government saw Marcus Garvey as a scam artist, that he was selling people stocks in his shipping company that did not exist, that were not available. So he was accused of being a scam artist. He was ran out of Jamaica before he came to America. He had to come to America because the Jamaicans saw him as a scam artist. Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Now the same Marcus Mosiah Garvey was a Mason. And you all see him as a revolutionary, but he donned the American flag, and he was an American capitalist. He wanted to make money in his country, like everybody else that come over here that want to get rich. He wanted to make money over here. So he was not necessarily a revolutionary figure as he is being used by the RBG movement. He was a black capitalist. So when I hear Seti talking about people bringing black economics into the black conscious community, well, they only following after Marcus Garvey. He the one that brought that black economics. He was your original Boyce Watkins, your original Claude Anderson. He was your original powernomic person, because he wanted to buy ships and boats and create trade between Africa and the African people around the world. He wanted to create trade between African peoples. So he was your first black economist. So Polight wasn't the first to bring the idea of economy and making money and being about business and wealth, as in the idea of dealing with black empowerment. But Marcus Garvey talked about going back to Africa and the significance of Africa. But he never ever set foot in Africa, not one time. As though he had no intention to go to Africa, but intention to make money off the idea, to make money off the concept, to not fulfill on those services of black people being delivered back to Africa, which could make that like a scam. He offered an idea of black freedom and black liberation and black transformation that he had no desire to fulfill on, that he was just a businessman that wanted to create a huge economic empire that flopped because the boats wouldn't even sail. Okay, the boat sank. This is a fact. So Marcus Garvey could be very well considered a scam artist. That even though he may not have been an American citizen, he was an American national. He believed in the fundamental principles of this white supremacist capitalist country. So if we get rid of Polight, we got to get rid of Marcus Garvey, who was considered a scam artist. And we got to get rid of Dr. Ben, who was accused, or who could be questioned as to being a scam artist as well. This is a fact. How you gonna go at Noble Drew Ali? And you gonna go at Polight, but you don't see what Dr. Ben has done. You don't even see what could be questioned about Marcus Garvey. Once we start questioning, it's ourselves of whom we destroy. It's what we're doing that we tear up. You can't just tear up one without tearing up all of them. You can't take one of us down without taking all of us down. Because many of us has been accused of many of the same things and have been judged and attacked by many of the same people for different reasons. It will be foolish to keep coming at ourselves, man, instead of unifying our energy and our efforts and our consciousness for the true liberation of black people. It's King Noble Black Supremacy.